Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind here playing as Holland. So we're doing pretty good. We're rich, we're reasonably prosperous. We're not in any particular rush to switch to the Dutch government till we get some more lands. So that we could technically do it now, but we will leave the HRE, and I prefer not to have that happen. So let's instead stay in the HRE for a little while longer and potentially launch a war this episode. I'm not exactly sure if we're going to do that. Unfortunately, still a good amount of aggressive expansion, and more importantly, the unlawful territory in some ways, because everybody in the HRE has got a somewhat negative opinion of me. Some more than others. Really like to ally Austria again, but I don't think that's going to happen. Wait a second. Was that a royal marriage? Oh, that's a royal marriage. Royal marriage. Royal marriage. Royal marriage. Sorry. Total focus now to Austria for the royal marriage and the alliance. Because if we can get an alliance with Austria, that means that aggressive expansion is the only thing we have to deal with. We don't have to deal with unlawful territory. We're going to be a little bit over diplomatic relations, but if we lose this march in a war with Geltree, we should be fine. Obviously, we want the last Dutch province of, I can't even try and say it, that province, the over province there. That would be a good one. We're probably going to get another admin idea here. Should be nice. 2 free thinkers in a row, which is kind of nice. If I had more trees open, it would be even more useful. In terms of score, we're 8th in Diplo, but that's about it. I mean, I suppose we are the Dutch. We can make it to the Aztec. Do we want to invade the Aztec? You know what? That would actually be a good move, because we can't really expand in Europe anymore, but we could expand into the Maya. For sure. Do we start with the Maya or do we start with the Aztec? I think we start with the Maya. The Aztec tend to be a little bit more tricky to wipe out. Do we start with you or do we start with... No, we start with these guys. Okay, so that means we're going to need a slightly larger navy. I think we'll leave the old world alone for the time being. I've just been thinking about it, and it's... As awesome as it would be to expand more in Europe, there's no particular rush. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it up here, right? Maybe 12, 13, 14, maybe 2 more. There's no particular rush to expand in the old world and risk a coalition when I can just do it safely, long time. I'll take admin. There we go. Have colonial nations pumping me more money in trade. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense to me, at least. Obviously, we need more money here. I will do that, because that'll save me an actual full 1 gold, because I have a border with a rival and I have a fort nearby. We keep getting sacked away, like, consistently. I don't need your services, lady, unfortunately. You'll be nice if I was at war, but I'm not at war. And I'm exploring at a reasonable pace. Yeah, I think we'll invade here. We might... Oh, we got a free claim on Geltree. If we invade here, pick up 3 provinces, then attack again, pick up 5, then we'll have a colonial nation. And since they changed it so colonial nations don't have to deal with religious unrest, should be even easier. On the other hand, France is just beating up Burgundy. Plus we have Cuba. So, hello, Cuba. Nice to see you. Slave trade has started, which is not such a proud moment for us, but I suppose it's more money. I'm going to focus on actually developing my lands a little bit more first. Her development fell slightly, which is not a huge issue. We can't afford to do that. Keep you drilling, because we actually have 43 professionalism, which for this point in the game is not bad. Do we want to consider attacking Burgundy? Is the war over Burgundy's lands? No. I'm just curious. I don't think I'm going to attack Burgundy, because that would be a real risky thing, but we were. It's too many people. If I attack you, still too many people. Okay. Just double checking. We really need the English or the Danish to help us win stuff. We got a handful more years before we can call them in, which is fine. We'll build up. We'll go after the New World, try and get a colonial nation of Mexico, because as the Dutch, I just realized, we have this lovely reduced inflation idea, which should contain the gold from Mexico, if we can pull it off, which would be rather awesome, actually. Unfortunately, we just lost army professionalism. That's too bad, and I believe we just lost an advisor. Yep, our cheap advisor, too. At least we got Austria back on our side. So, if we do expand in the HRA, at least we have somebody who's not totally hostile to us. I don't think we can make any vassals. Yeah, Oldenburg would be the next one, but unfortunately with that member of the empire penalty, you can't get any vassals. Speaking of vassals, one of the best things I can think of they could do for the European expansion would be rework how easy it is to gain vassals and how tricky and how easy it is to lose vassals. Or maybe they could take a book out of a page out of Total War Three Kingdoms book and have different types of vassals, some that are autonomous, some that aren't. That would actually be a cool idea. Have a different category of vassals. Like you got your normal vassals, which you can integrate, and then you could have like, I guess tributary vassals, but like an upgrade to that, which would kind of supply you with, would join your wars, but could also get independence fairly easily. Be interesting. How many we got? 14, we need 16. So I'm actually going to cancel building this here. Build it. Why is that faster to build? I don't know why it's faster to build it there. We'll build it there regardless. Because it's going to take 100 days to build that, and when that's done, it'll still be faster building it elsewhere. We have a claim. I suppose I could just go in 2 waves. They're not going to be able to fight me with 6 total military score, but Vlaanderen, that is all my Dutch provinces have churches now. What are we looking at for? We have good siege. Honestly, we want to get this next expansion idea, get that additional diplomatic relations slot, which would be awesome. Plus, it would allow us to stay allied to Austria and still get not lose diplo power. More accepting. We're gonna have another 2 colonies done here soon. I might send them off to Brazil now. Or actually, no, I was going to do 13 colonies, right? I think 13 colonies. I'm not sure yet. Brazil has gold, which is kind of nice. Yeah, we'll get the burghers finally loyal again for the time being. Saint Martin is done. Okay. Portugal is in Brazil. If we go for Brazil, we'll be competing to pull trade from the Ivory Coast. If we do Chesapeake Bay, we won't, but we also need to see about colonizing in the Ivory Coast, because I would like to get some trade power going there. Out of range. Out of range. Definitely out of range. I may need to just send a colonist down here and have them work on that. When's my next range upgrade? 15. I'd really like to get that one. I suppose I do need to get a colony going on this coast. We'll take Ivory Coast for the time being. That way I can get to South Africa. We'll take admin power. Hopefully no one else has made it here now, because we have a mission to colonize this area. Get the Boer going. I think it's the Boer. I'm probably not saying it right. Once that colony is up and running, we can do stuff. So I'm not sure if we want to compete in the... I suppose we want to get the Caribbean locked up for the time being, because the Portuguese are off to Brazil. Okay. That is really nice. We've just gotten 100 free monarch points in the last, like, 2 months. Okay, next month we'll get that. We'll have our colony done. I think I'll stay in the Caribbean for a little bit longer with that other colonist. We will pick up this province. We can expel the Anglican minority, and it'd be 4 more. Sure. We'll reunify our religion. Actually, you know what? If we could be really tolerant of religions and keep getting that event of getting different religions in our lands, we could keep expelling them and getting free development out of it. It'd be kind of cool. I mean, it's not entirely free because I do have to spend Diplo points. Anyway, we are now headed off to the New World to go conquer Mexico. So let's try that. We should win this without much trouble. We've got cannon, we got horses, we got double their military tech, I think. Okay. We'll make a brief pit stop over here in Guyana. Hey, that's nice. Our colonial nation's colonizing. Oh, that is lovely. Their director is an expansionist. That is nice. That should, hopefully, if he stays in office for a little while, get us a couple. Splendor idea, we will do religious wars because we're going to be fighting Maya, so we can take more land cheaper and more efficiently. Let's move these heavy ships up, even though I have a complete doubt that the Maya have ships, because they're not. They're still primitives, or considered primitives. But we should have an advantage there. Where did Cuba... Okay, Dominica is the capital of Cuba. Interesting. Very interesting. Merge those together, merge you there, move you to there, get that spy there, call you back. 59 days, okay. We'll invade, we'll take over these 3 provinces, kind of regroup, but then we're going to rush off to attack these guys down here. So I'll start fabricating claims once this war starts. All we really want is to get 5 provinces in like the first war or 2 is the real answer. We don't want to take it for Cuba though. We really want to take it for a new colonial nation. Although I suppose we could try and feed Cuba Mexican land, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. It would be a much too large colonial nation for me to easily control. This should be a stack wipe. Yep. Okay, what are we looking at? So we're also at war with these guys. That shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Fly, you fools. I don't think I'm going to waste money on a barrage. Speaking of ships, though, we should get a flagship. What am I doing? Build a flagship. Why would I want to do a light ship compared to a heavy ship? I'd much rather have a heavy ship, honestly. Okay, trade power per ship and fleet. Dutch courage! Nice. Sure what? Dutch courage. And we will do integrated marines. Not actually sure what we want to do here. See, this would be nice for the gain on mission because we're always going to have this ship on a mission. On the other hand, we don't really want this ship to fight anybody. If I switch it to a light ship, it is considerably cheaper to maintain, though. I might do a light ship. I've never built a light ship flagship. We don't have any bonuses to barraging or anything, so we'll do... I don't think we're going to really have an admiral constantly doing that, so let's do movement speed. Okay, we'll build a... Oh, shoot, I don't want to build it in Holland, I want to build it in Friesland. Duh. Okay, so trade power, movement speed, and Dutch courage. No, if I'm going to do Dutch courage, I'll make it a heavy ship. There we go. Sorry for changing my mind back and forth, but if we're going to put in Dutch courage at all, we should have some damage. I doubt we'll use it for combat. We'll probably just leave it most of the time with our trade fleet, which honestly would be really good. But if I do want to use it for combat, might as well give it at least one good bonus. Okay. Siege is over. Can I march down here? No, but can I get peace? No, I need military access. Ask for military access. Nice and easy. March south to there. Oh, I've got to start fabricating claims on one of these guys. These guys look the next weakest. Oh, Geltry's going to be unhappy with us. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but did we just... I think we just converted our Anglican province while we're in the midst of exporting them to the New World, which is kind of hilarious because it shouldn't work. Yeah, we're still exporting Anglicanism to there. Very strange. Geltry obviously doesn't like us. Ooh. Austria-Hungary, not good. Denmark's really large, but without me, can they win that? We have the Palatinate on our side, we have Friesa, we have me. Oh, I really need to head back to the old world. Ugh. Okay, barrage this. I just want to piece these guys out. Piece these guys out, go back, take that land, consolidate. Head back to Europe. Hopefully we can get back to Europe before our lands are overrun by Austria. Although they are going to be slightly preoccupied with that succession war. Why Denmark? Okay, there's Denmark's army. This is a very powerful Denmark, I'll point out. This is a Denmark with 440 development. It's Scandinavia, formed by Denmark. Oh well. We should be reasonably okay for the moment. I should be able to piece these guys out. Hopefully. Hurry up. No! Wow. Well, we'll smash their army. That should make peace. They know I'm coming for them too. It's hilarious. They're locked in. Victory. Hopefully that's enough. Look, I just smashed your army. Leave the war already. There you go. Okay. No, not good enough. We want all your lands. Take a new tariff. Can we get anything from the burghers? No. I need to stop here, but I want to also win this war, so let's just quick do that. Come on, game. Tick-tock. Antwerp is under siege. Of course it is. Never underestimate the ability of Austria to target AIs in the H area, I've noticed. We will quick core those. Yeah, we have to core it in order to get colonial nations started, don't we? How needed am I? I am pretty well needed up there. Okay. So that will be it for this episode, and I will race off to go help Denmark try and take over an electorship in the HRE, apparently. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.